Myself. There we go. I didn't add myself to the stream. I went live, so there you go. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I only talked to myself for 5 seconds this time instead of 5 minutes, which is what I did yesterday. So welcome to the second List 5 Lives. Kind of the aim is to start the day in the right way and list a few things. That's it really. Certainly has focused me. I was up this morning and I'm doing clothes today, and I was steaming clothes and getting them ready, and just sorting myself out. And I actually ended up wrapping 3 parcels. So it's really good. But saying that, I might actually change how I'm doing that, because I'm doing my sort of 10-minute videos every day anyway. I'm going to change this on my channel to just once a week, because I'm uploading this. Yesterday I uploaded this and a 10-minute clip, and I just kind of think it'd be like too much overload and too much samey. I'm still going to do 5 a day, and if anybody wants to do like List 5 Live on their channel, like on a different day, I'm probably going to do them on a Monday, just to start the week. But more than welcome to do that. So I'm going to crack on. And again, I did 2 hours yesterday. If that seems too long, I might shorten it or whatever. Kind of see how it goes. Change it up and see how it goes. But yes, I'm going to crack on. I've got 4 items of clothing which have been hanging around, and I want to get on. I have photographed them. So I'm going to be able to spend more time here, which would be nice. All I've got to do is measure them, and me being me, I lost my tape measure this morning, so I've had to sort of nick this one out of my wife's sewing box, or sewing stuff. So I mustn't lose that. If I lose that, I'm dead. But I've got four items of clothing and an old Furby, like a horrible thing. So I'll show you those in a minute. I thought I'd start the day with a kind of tip. I was sort of saying yesterday how doing 12 photographs is quite good. For my first photograph, hello, Millionaire Military. I can't actually remember your real name. I saw you on Z's chat the other day with all your store of stuff going on. It was really impressive, but I can't remember your name. So I think you're are you up in Liverpool? I think you are, or somewhere up there. But anyway, tip of the day. Okay, so yesterday I was going on about make sure you got 12 photographs. Try and use all the photographs you can. Hi, Tap Doctor. Hi, Jamie. Yes, Jamie, that was it. Yeah. Right. Tip of the day. What is my tip of the day? Right. You know how when you list on eBay, you get that first initial boost, and then maybe for about a month, you seem to get like a real adrenaline boost. First time you list it, and then for about a month it's okay, and then 3 months it's sort of less. I always grade that as it's really good for the first sort of week, okay-ish for a month, so for about 3 months, and after 3 months, just hardly worth it at all. So after 3 months, I will do the MI listing sell similar. But I think it's always a good idea when you sell similar to change 3 things. Change the title ever so slightly, whatever that is. That might just be moving 2 words around or whatever. Change your main photo. So when I'm doing photos now, I'm doing kind of like the first 2 are I've got it in my head that there'd be main photos. Okay, so I'll do if it's like a shirt, I'll do a main one on the front, and I'll do another main one on the front. Very slightly different, but different. And I just think that there's something in eBay that will detect if your photo changes, and that's a major thing in your listing. And all the others can stay the same. And the third thing I change is the price. So nobody knows for sure whether these things work, but if you're listing away, it might just be like a small change you can make, which might make a difference. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to shut up in a minute, but I'll just show you what I'm listing today, and then I'm going to crack on with it. So the first one I've got is this, which is a Harley Davidson T-shirt, quite a nice quality thing. I grabbed it out of the bag, and it had a £7 price, like a charity shop, £7 price on it, which surprised me. I don't know whether it was in a sale and I got it for £3.50. I would have been surprised if I paid £7, but maybe I did. You know, who knows? So that's, I'm going to draft that up, and then I've got to measure that up, and I'll probably stick it on for £20 for a t-shirt, which is, I don't know, might be a bit much, but yeah, I'll check comps and see how that one goes. Right, next one, and why I bought this, I don't know. It's like some sort of elf jumper for Christmas. It's only from Primark. Again, I think I'll probably pick that up for £1. So now's the right time to get that on before Christmas. You know, I want to get rid of that really. So, you know, I don't know, 10, 15, something like that. I'll check comps on that as well. And then a couple of sports tops. First one is an English. Sorry, my camera's rubbish. Oh, I'll have a look. Okay, Ian, I'll have a look at that. I really don't look at Facebook that much, but I'll have a look at that message, see if it's. I will get back to you on that. So yeah, this is a England cricket top. I don't know what year. I'm hoping there's sort of some reference on the internet where I can look up like historical shirts. I'm sure there is. I know there's one for Premier League tops. So that's a cricket top. So probably looking around 25 plus for that. So that's that. Hi Shelster, how you doing? Listing clothes today. Shock horror, but kind of men's clothes. So I've got like 4 items of clothes and an old Furby. And this one, if I'd have had any sense, I would have listed this about 3 weeks ago when all the rugby was going on before we lost. And that's an England rugby shirt. Again, I'll try and look up the year on that and see how we go. But again, I'd probably like 25 plus on that. And the last one, which I just want to get rid of really, is this vintage Furby. And it does work, but it's got damage on it, you know, on the beak. So anything anyone will give me on that one. So yeah, that is that's what I'm doing today. So I will look at the chat, but I'm just going to sort of crack on with that really, and maybe talk a little bit, do the odd little bit of talking every now and again. But if you've got 5 things to list and you want to list along, yeah, clothes crap, yeah. Dug out that big zip bag I've got that I haven't looked at for like 3 months. But yeah, if you want to list along, if you've got 5 things and want to just sort of like crack on and get going with it, yeah, list along with me. Sounds like some kids program. Right, first one I'm going to do is the one I don't really want to do, which is this elf top from Primark. So I have noticed actually, even though like my sales aren't like mega, so give you an idea, in the last 7 days I've done 550. They have gone from being really uppy downy to sort of evening out. So like yesterday I did 147. So my last, from yesterday going back 7 days, it's 147, 72, 56, 48, 137, 61, 98. So it's sort of okay. I mean, I kind of aim to £100 a day really. So, you know, it's all right. It's not too bad. Oh, Daz a Smart, how you doing? Yeah, Daz, we're all listing, or hopefully we're all listing. So if you fancy starting the day listing 5 items, this is what this is all about. So let's have a look at comps on this. I can't share my screen or anything. I've got OBS, but I wanted to keep this simple, so you'll just have to have my ugly mug for a bit, unfortunately. Thanks for subbing, Darren. I think you were about my 170th sub. So I said as a joke, I was going to do a giveaway at 100 subs, and Andrew Money Mental UK actually took me to my word, but kept asking me what the giveaway was. So perhaps he can have some of my old tap. I don't know. Right. yeah, a lot of this Christmas stuff is so cheap. Let's have a look at comps. Really, if I can only get a £5 for it, I'll just be glad to get rid of it. Oh, there we go. Elf one, £3.70 on bids. That's a similar £10.99 on bids. I mean, this is an XX large. So yeah, I think I suggested sending in that actually. I've suggested it to someone. I can't remember who. £10.99 on bids. Oh, I'm going to go £9.99 on this. See how we do. Everything that's on comps is on bids. So I'll put £10.99 because I know it'll go into a 10% sale after a couple of weeks, plus the postage. Like I say, I think I'm definitely sure I only paid £1 for it. So little crumbs, but if it sells at £10.99, that'll be all right. Right. Is that a woman's? Sometimes I never know whether to put things as women's or men's. I mean, like a Christmas jumper, which is like an elf top. I suppose I'll put it as women's because I can't see a bloke searching for an elf top on eBay. Whereas, well, I can't really see a woman, but I think a woman's more likely to. That's probably horrendously, you know, I don't know if it's sexist, but generalistic. So yeah, apologies for that. All I know is I certainly wouldn't be looking for an elf top on eBay. Right, XXL. Now I'm hoping that I'm going to get all my listing done. I was on for 2 hours yesterday, and I was knackered at the end of it. It's unbelievable. But weirdly, it got like, I mean, yeah, I'm up. Yeah, unisex. Let's fill that title out. Yeah, I was knackered after doing 2 hours yesterday. But weirdly, it got the most views. I mean, when I was doing it live, I was kind of keeping an eye on how many people were watching, and I think it was anything between like half a dozen and 15 at any point in time. But when I look back on YouTube and looked at the views, it was like now my video, because I've only just started, my videos probably get like roughly about 60 and 90 views, and I checked the live one from yesterday, and it was at like 98 views or something. So like a huge amount of views for the amount of time it had been live. So I don't know why that was. I don't know whether live videos sort of attract more people, and that's why people do them. I've got no idea. But yeah, like I say, I'll probably only do these once a week. I like doing my sort of like 10-minute videos. I'm sure how I do this will totally change as I go on. No doubt after a couple of months I'll get totally fed up with it and won't want to do it. But we will see. It looks so brand new. I'm tempted to do it as new without tags. I mean, this is Christmas. I'm going to do new without tags. I mean, you won't be able to see it, but like there's absolutely like no wear on it at all. So let's go for it. Oh, Tom's in. Have you chucked away your pooey Lego, Tom? That is, you know, it's pretty rank, some of that stuff. Right, what the hell am I doing? I'm going to. So, Tom, I'm listing 4 items of clothes, which is like thrilling for the people watching this. And I'm on item number 1. Well, to be honest, I kind of like really was pretty lax on Instagram. It's totally disgusting. So, and what I'd like to do on both is just to make them a little bit more polished. And I've got no idea how to do that. I know I should get like some sort of video editor. I'm going to get a better camera. So at the moment, this camera, which makes me look like a cue ball, is off my old laptop from about 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm going to get one of those, like whatever it is, 1080 cameras for my PC. So I've got my laptop and my PC on at the moment. But yeah, I am enjoying the YouTube because I kind of enjoy the interaction, and I'm definitely kind of I like watching the subs on YouTube go up. I've got no idea how many are connected to me on Insta. I like watching Insta because it's quick. And the reason I went on YouTube was because I thought there were a lot of clips that take a long time and don't really get to the point. I mean, I'm saying this when I'm supposedly on a 2-hour listing stream, which takes a lot of time. But the whole idea of this is to sort of encourage people to just get 5 items and list them and get a good start to the day. My clips, I'm trying to keep them very short but very work focused, and going on about, like, all I go on about and is listing 5 things, tidying up, and doing your packing. And that's kind of it will repeat and repeat and repeat. But that's what the channel's about. Like I say, it could change. So I'm playing that. Yeah, Tom, if you do lick some of your Lego, you'll either get very ill or you'll get very high, you know. So yeah, that could make a good video. I'd go for that, maybe. Right, photos. I did put a load. I've started. What I do now is to stick them into OneDrive, and oh, there they are. They take forever, so I do that with my photos, and I've been doing it with videos as well. The videos take bloody ages. I thought this was so magical when I first started doing OneDrive, but now I'm just sort of getting frustrated with it, trying to wait for things to chug along. You can actually, I say I do videos. I've started plugging in my phone, and it doesn't detect it straight away. There's some problem with that, but you can actually browse to your phone. Yeah, I am trying to keep my channel. I think it's very easy to sort of get mesmerized by, oh, I've got this many subs, and I'm doing it to get the views, and you go away from doing it to actually. The main reason I'm doing this is to keep me on track, because I'd never listed 5 things and got up this morning and been doing some steaming and packing. So the main kind of drive behind it is initially quite selfish. But then again, if I'm doing this and it's making me do listing, hopefully it'll just help others do listing. No worries, Tom. Take it easy. Thanks for dropping in. But it is weird when you first start doing it. Like when I was on yesterday, I felt very, very sort of strange doing a lot. I mean, it's weird doing any sort of video, but doing it live was a bit weird. Right, that's all my photos in. I do actually have templates for clothes, like for men's trousers, ladies' trousers, men's tops. Just that will all they say in them is like it's got a title, so I'll just copy and paste what I've decided to put for the title over that, and then depending on what the item of clothes is, it gives the measurements I want to do. So like for like a lady's shirt, it'll be like title in bold, and it will have like pit to pit, pit to cuff, shoulder seam to cuff, bottom of collar to hem, top of collar to hem. So I know what to measure basically. And then at the bottom it says something like please check photos to check condition, la 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 la. So I either, when I'm starting a listing, I will either do create listing and then choose from my templates, or I might do a sell similar, or sometimes I just start a listing and forget that I've got templates, and I'll bring up another listing on another tab, another one of my listings, like which is a similar thing. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to search my active items for jumper, and that should bring everything on my template. So I never have a consistent way of doing this, and it does take me forever. I've got to start doing auctions. I had a look last week at some auctions, and there was one fairly close to me, sort of drivable, probably about an hour's drive. But they had loads of guitar pedals, and I was like, oh, yeah, I love getting guitar pedals. But I forgot about it. It was a live auction on Sunday evening, and I don't know what I was doing. I was faffing around on doing work, and it was completely passed me by. So I've got to, I don't know, maybe put a reminder on my phone and actually remember to do auctions. I've never done an online one. I used to go to one in Tooting, which is Greasby's, and they get all the airport lost luggage and lost luggage at train stations, lost items, and I get stuff from the police. And they sometimes have some good stuff there, but they have a load of old dross as well. And I'm sure, like with the suitcases, they go through them, I would imagine, allegedly. Okay. Neckline. What the hell? I suppose it's a round neck. Yeah, these item specifics make me laugh. Occasion, business for an elf top. I put party. Vintage, no, not quite. Okay. Sometimes when I paste things, it seems to put in a little tab that sort of moves all the text along. I don't know why that is. So sometimes, if you do right click, you can choose paste as text zone, and it normally gets rid of that. I mean, I'm listing this for $10.99. I've got a horrible feeling it'd be even cheaper in Primark if you got it new, but maybe they don't have it anymore. Right, I've got to measure now. And I'm measuring everything in inches. I used to do it in centimeters, but I have changed to inches. Don't quite know why. I think it's probably because I think that clothes generally quote their measurements in inches. Like if you buy something in a shop or have got a pair of jeans, it would be like 32-inch or whatever. Centre front neck to hem. This is a massive thing. This is for someone who's eating too much Christmas cake. Yeah, I think I will change it to once a week because it's a great thing to do, and it does get me started for the day. But it does take me longer to list because I'm kind of gassing away. That's a good question. I don't know. I would never search using those. I'll never filter by any. Well, I don't normally buy a lot of stuff on eBay anyway. But maybe if people are on mobile, on their phones searching, and you get tick boxes up, and I think eBay prompt that kind of like, is it this? Is it this? Is it this you're looking for? So I would say definitely some do, and I'd say if you don't have them. If you don't fill them in, you're not going to be seen. So that's why I've definitely going through my listings. Like I say, don't rely on eBay alerting you to these things either, because I've known of instances where people think they've sorted out everything with the red exclamation mark, your listing is missing stuff. And then they'll be just sort of going through their listings and they'll see that they've got a pair of shoes with the size missing. So like I say, I mean, I don't like to have listings older than 3 months. And I should have a regular routine of reviewing them, but I don't. What I tend to do is I'll make sure I've done 5 listings today, and then I'll sort my listings by date originally listed. So I'll look at my 500 items in my inventory, and I might do 30 today. If I see 30 that were listed in June, which is probably likely, I probably haven't gone back and I'm not on the ball with this. But if I go through today and I'll get those 30 listings 10 at a time, I'll end them, and then go through, look at ended listings, do the 10 I'm working on with a cup of tea, and just relist them. I'll change the title, change the photo, or if I haven't got 2 photos the same, I'll just slightly sharpen up the main photo. I'll change the price, and I will check all the item specifics to make sure they're on. And if I do 10 items, that might take me half an hour or something. And so for the 30, it might take an hour and a half. So it's a good kind of thing to do every day. Right, where was I? Center. Yeah, let me know what you think about changing this to just once a week, because like I say, I think if I do this every day and I'm doing a 10-minute video clip, I think it's overload, really. I don't want to you'll be sick of the sight of me putting videos out, and I don't want that. So 28 and a half, 20, 28. Double check that. $26. 26, 28. Yeah, I kind of think what would be cool is if like a different YouTuber did a List 5 live, around about 11 o'clock. So, you got, if I did mine on Monday, someone else did it, who got, maybe Z might want to do it. He was on yesterday's stream, and if he sort of wanted to do Tuesday or whatever, really, just to mix it up a bit, really, and not put the reliance on one person doing it. So. Yeah, there are some daft things. I think Mrs. M was saying about there were things for like bikinis had sleeve length. I don't think it was that, but it was things like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous things that it's asking you for that aren't relevant. So what do you do? Do you just put in something, or do you just leave it blank? Who knows? Putting in custom ones, yeah, that's a good idea. It's probably best to put that rather than just leave it blank, or just choose something, one of the options that isn't right. I think eBay, I was saying this yesterday, I think eBay will generally look at a listing and see how full it is. So this is why I was saying, if you use all the 12 photos, even if you're repeating, if you've got one photo, just repeat that 12 times. Or if you've got something which is so basic you can only have 4 photos, put that 4 photo in 3 times. Because I just sort of generally get the idea that, yeah, that was it. Yeah, it made me laugh when I read it. It was something ridiculous. But even if you've got 4 photos, stick it in 4 times, because I think eBay will just sort of like generally overlook look at the listing and go, how much information is there on photographs? And if they see like 2 used, 10 blank, that's not great. And if they see on item specifics 100 available, 3 filled in, that's not great. So just fill it up, and fill it up with whatever you can, as best you can. But of course, I think the main thing for shifting stuff is, I mean, you'll all know this. It's listing. You list stuff. You'll sell stuff. It zoozes up your store, and of course, you've got to have the price right as well. So don't be stupid with prices. I was thinking about this today. I mean, I'm listing some stuff, but just to clear it. But you obviously have to think, well, do I just want to keep it on the shelf? And I don't. And you've got to bear in mind, you've got a whole load of other stuff that you have sold at good money. So right, that one done. Look at that. The first one's down. Oh, price. That'd be good to put in, wouldn't it? I'll take offers on that. I'm even going to promote it. I'll promote everything at 1%. Yeah, I think so. And again, you know, like I say, I try not to have anything over 3 months old. And I mean, sometimes you can just, if something is a rare thing and you've got it, like I had a big flip clock, like massive thing, and I had it for a long time. And I think originally I put it on for like over 200 quid, and I didn't want to go lower than 200, and there was the interest in it. And I'd actually had an offer. I think I'd put it on for 220 originally, and I'd had an offer for 200 and gone back with 210, and it was one of those, you know, because he ran away. You know, he didn't take the offer, and it was one of those. I wish I'd taken it. But I kept it on at 200. But that was because of the nature of the item. Now, some clothes I buy, like I've got like Bowden stuff, and that I've probably bought for like at least £3, and I've probably put it on at, I don't know, 16.99 and plus postage, and it hasn't sold, and it's gone down and down and down, and it's probably listed at like £9 now and goes into a 40% sale every time. So I'd be happy to shift it at £6. You know, definitely with clothing. I'm no clothing experts, but because of a lot of the, I get a feeling, I don't know what I'm talking about here, but like some of the good clothing sellers just have a lot of stock. I had 2 boxes of stock, and the turnover has got to be so large on stuff like that. And if you have kept stuff for like a long time, if you've had stuff for like over 6 months, you've got to clear it out. You know, you're just glad that it's gone a lot of the time. You know, some of my I've got like an old M&S woolen skirt which I bought 3 years ago, and it's still on. It's probably got on for like £5. I can't wait for it to go, and I'm so glad when I sold a scarf the other day, and I think it sold for £2.99. I think I was giving it actually, so I wasn't too fussed about it. It's a nice scarf. It's an M&S scarf, you know, thing, but it went for £2.99. I'm so glad it went, and then it had gone to Russia, and the postal note is £20, and they haven't paid, and they're saying they've got a problem with PayPal. So, but yeah, clothes I think is like that, you know, and you learn to pick up the better stuff if you see it. Like I had a pair of walking trousers the other day. Oh no, they weren't walking trousers; they were like salopettes. So just to give you an idea, so I've got some clothes that have been hanging around for ages. And where is it? Oh yeah, I had a Patagonia men's shirt which I'd had hanging around for ages and not listed. It was like a bugbear, being hanging around for 6 months. I bought it for £1 at a boot fair, and I wasn't listing it because it didn't have the label telling me what it was made of. So, and this thing was like, it could have been made out of bloody goat hair or something. You know, it was I didn't know what it was. Anyway, I listed that, and it sold straight away for £25 plus postage. And a pair of women's Trespass soft shell ski pants, salopettes. And again, I can't remember how much I paid for them, but listed those this week, and they went straight away £20 plus postage. So, you know, you do get better at the clothes items. When I first started, I kind of was picking up lots of generic black skirts, which are, you know, goodish makes like Hobbs or you know, goodish makes, not like, you know, go out of your way. Bowden stuff. Picking up loads of Bowden, and I used to pick up loads of Fat Face, but I tend to avoid that now. But like I say, I don't do a lot of clothes. So anyway, I'll crack on with the next one, which is this Harley Davidson t-shirt. Look at this one listing every 40 minutes. Classic. Right. I'm hoping this will be worth a little bit of money because, like I say, it had a £7 price tag on the charity shop label. If it was £7, I bet I was umming and ahhing over it in the charity shop. Kandahar. It's got Kandahar. I don't know if you can see that. It's got Kandahar, Afghanistan on it. I've no idea whether that's a kind of a route or, you know, perhaps it's a. I think that could be appealing though. It may be someone who used to be in the forces might like somewhere with Afghanistan on it that's Harley. Right, it's actually there's no comps on that, so nothing exactly the same, which doesn't surprise me. I'll have a quick look at current. Oh, there's one for Kabul, Afghanistan, embroidered. Let's have a look at that. From the US. Similar sort of thing. There's a German one for Salerno, but that's not embroidered. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at comps really to try and get an idea of price and to nick someone's title for a base. So let me nick that one because it's got a Harley Davidson t-shirt embroidered Kabul, Afghanistan. So I'll just change that to Kandahar, Afghanistan, unisex. And then I will use one of my templates. And I'm going to go for 20 quid on this, but it'll go into 10% sale, so it'll go down to 18. We'll see what the interest are. I can't see it selling at that, but I'll give it a go. Right, create listing. I'm going to put it under men's as well, I think. Templates, men's. I haven't got one for men's t-shirt, but I'll use men's short sleeve shirt. I'll do that. Because doing these templates, it automatically puts them in the right category, but I will have to change this one because okay. It's a shame you can't see what I'm actually typing, but it's not actually really that interesting. It's just kind of eBay. Embroidered. Kandahar. Where is Kandahar? I'm assuming that is in Iraq as well. It rings a bell. Yeah, Kandahar. Oh, Kandahar. So Kandahar, Afghanistan. Oh, I get it. I thought it was two different places, but it's just like saying it's Kandahar in Afghanistan. Okay, cool. If Afghanistan. Okay, size XL. Now, I am useless with keywords. I'm thinking of putting forces in. Would that be, I mean, would people search on forces? Like, you know, army or, I don't know. Let's put it in. Forces. I've only got 2 characters left, so if I stick in forces, we'll see how it goes. Oh, and I've got to put in, oh no, size XL, that's fine. Yeah, it's got to now put that title in. It's actually giving me suggestions for the category, so I'll just switch it to t-shirts instead of casual shirts and tops. Oh, I could put troops instead of forces. I'll put forces. I think people refer to to them as forces normally. Yeah, and I have shop categories for all of this, and I do my sales according to which shop category it's in. So I'm putting this in like clothing, which is one of my shop categories, gents clothing, which is a subcategory, and then promotion 1. So for each kind of category I have in my shop, I have promotion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that means I know what sale it will go into. So promotion 1 after a couple of weeks will go into a 10% sale. So it just makes my, what goes into sales easier. I did do a video on that. If anybody wants to watch that, it's at my shop setup. It's a bit kind of long-winded, and I've probably made it sound more complicated than it actually is. But it is good to have that set up. It takes a little bit to set it up, but it is good. Okay. Military. All right, Darren, I'll put in military. That's. I'll tell you what, it's got unisex in there at the moment. I think I'm going to get rid of that and put military, because it is under like men's t-shirts. Military forces, 1 character left. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, and I spelled Afghanistan wrong. Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan, no characters left. Here we go. That wouldn't be good, would it? Yeah, so for this one, you can't see it, but I've only done 6 photos because it is like a t-shirt, back, front, bit of detail on the label. So I'm just going to repeat those 6 photos. Again, I'm slotting them in again. And then what I tend to do is I'll get them all the right way, because some of these are sideways. But on the first 6, they need, the first 6 I will crop. They just need cropping a little bit, but the second 6, because it just takes a little bit of time, I won't bother cropping. So they are, in actual fact, slightly different. The first 6 and the repeat of the 6 that you put in. It's funny how everyone has different ways of doing it. No doubt I do things that I could probably do a lot quicker, but you kind of get into your routine, don't you? What's your favourite quality street? I always go for toffee coin. Love a toffee coin. There'll be plenty of quality street soon with Christmas coming. I like the pink foiled fudge ones. I'm a sucker for a fudge sweet. I like it. Actually, I can't think of a bad quality street. I mean, the purple nutty one does tend to get left, but I don't actually mind. I think it's Brazil nuts in there. I don't actually mind a Brazil nut. Right, how are we doing? Colour black. Put as much detail, neckline, round neck, sleeve length. Yeah, what gets me on shoes when I list shoes is the shoe width, and then I think there's 2 places where you can put shoe width, and one of them says like regular, which is like generally what I put in, and another one is like you get all this A, B, A, and T, G, and some shoes do have, like, they'll tell you normally the wide fitting shoes will tell you the pink fudge is your least favourite, purple's the best. Shocking, absolutely shocking. Shell, I can't get over that. How can you not like pink fudge? But yeah, shoe width. I mean, some shoes have the width, but it's probably only about like 5% of shoes. Like normal shoes, sort of like trainers and things. They're not going to have like GGAA on them. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. Right, regular fit. I'm assuming this is cotton. Got it on it somewhere. Yeah, Quality Street Celebrations. Those Malteser teasers. Oh yeah, very nice. The one that always gets left in those is the cream egg one. Although again, I don't mind a cream egg. Celebrations and what's the other one? I thought of it just now. Can't remember what it is. Quality Street Celebration. I think it's the one with the little dairy milk and the galaxies in. I can't remember the name of. Right, this doesn't have a label in. It doesn't have a care label. Oh, it's cotton, isn't it? It's a cotton t-shirt. Right. No pattern. Right, no pattern. Heroes. That's it. Heroes. Not vintage. Embroidered. Yes. Logo. Yes. Okay, that'll do. Right, measurements. Here we go. Yeah, so on my short sleeve shirt template, I've got arm pit to pit, centre front neck to hem, centre back neck to hem, and that's and machine wash at XX, and I fill in the little number. So if another tip, if you want to put in the degree symbol for like degree C, so machine wash at degree C, I think you hold down Alt and do 248 on your number pad, and it will bring in. There's probably other ways of doing that as well. You probably just insert a symbol or something. But like I say, I've got that on a template, so my little degree sign always comes up. Right, 22.5 inches. Shoulder to shoulder. Okay, yeah, I'll stick that in for this one. I wouldn't normally on a t-shirt, but yeah, I'll stick that in. I know quite a few clothes sellers don't actually bother with putting in measurements, but I always think it's worth it just to cut down on returns. So shoulder seam to shoulder seam. Yeah, that's quite a good measurement, I suppose, if some X-Forces guy is buying it. 21 inches. But I'd much rather spend like 2 minutes putting this in and then get someone. I mean, to be honest, I do not get a lot of clothes returns. And I definitely put that down to doing the measurements. 21.5 inch. Eat 5 chocolate stream. You need to put it needs to be like Russian roulette. Did you ever play Revel roulette? Russian roulette with Revels. So you pass them and you're like, oh, honeycomb, nice, toffee, Revel, which is pretty obvious because it was flat, orange, nice, nut, okay, coffee. So yeah, you get the coffee one, you're out. But yeah, if you're doing it with, you have to think of something really horrible to eat. 29.5 inch. Yeah, it hasn't got the care label on this one, so I'm just going to put machine wash at 30 degrees C, or it might just say machine washable actually. You like coffee? Oh my god, what's going on? I never used to drink coffee. I've actually got into coffee sort of a bit more over the last few years, so we'll have the occasional cup of coffee. But there you go. There's only one thing that I've eaten that I could never eat again. I mean, there's some things I don't like, but I'll kind of poke them down. But we used to have a fish man that used to come around the pub near closing time and sell like bits of like crab sticks or whatever. And I got some jellied eels off him once, and I thought, I've always fancied sort of jellied, because I don't mind roll mops, stuff like that. Stuff like that's really nice. And maybe my taste buds are bizarre. I tried these jellied eels, and it was, honestly, I was like retching on them. And I can imagine if I had like sliced eel fried, I might like that. But I don't like. Roll mops are lovely. There we go. We've agreed with something. Apparently, they're big in Denmark. My brother lives in Denmark, but they're big out there. But yeah, I do love roll mops. But these jellied eels, I hate kind of savoury jelly things. So if I'm having a pork pie, which I don't often have pork pies, but the jelly thing always used to freak me out when I was little. It's just like browny yellow jelly in there. I can have it now. I don't mind a pork pie now. But this jellied eel, it was like sat in my mouth, and I was kind of like rolling it around. It's like some sort of I'm a Celebrity Jungle trial, and then I was kind of biting it, and I got to this, like had the spine bit in the middle, and it was at that point I sort of ran into the pub car park and like spat it out behind someone's car. And I've never tried them again. Maybe I'll try them again one day, but yeah, even the thought of it's making me feel a bit ill. Right, Harley Davidson t-shirt, 19.99. I'm going to go for. Be happy with that. Like I say, I might have paid £7 for it, which is probably a little bit too much, but it's a nice t-shirt. I'll let people make offers. Be happy for it to go at 10% less. Oh, I've got free postage on my template, so I must change that, because I'm doing all paid postage now. I would never go back to free postage. Apart from media, jelly stuff is nice. Yeah, I mean jelly. The only thing that should be jelly is like raspberry or strawberry or lime jelly. That's all right, but like not bloody savoury gravy, bovril, fishy stuff. Oh, freaky. What are you doing to me? Okay. Item number 2. Quick check it's all there. I always have a little check. The worst thing I ever did was when I first started on eBay, I listed a Wii, and I listed it for £3.49 because I was putting or £3.99 or something, because I was putting the postage price where the price was, and it went straight away. But luckily, I rang the bloke up and kind of I didn't plead with him. I asked him nicely and told him my mistake, and he said, "Oh, that's all right, mate. You can cancel it." Which I don't know if I'd do that if I bought something, But yeah, I've never made that mistake again. Oh, hello, my phone's just buzzed. It'd be great if that's a sale. Oh, it's not a sale. Oh, is it a sale? Oh, it is. Blimey. I sold today. I packed it up, but it was a Doctor Who Seen It with David Tennant on the front, sealed. I've had that listed for like God knows how long, and it finally sold. And not for much, for about £18 this morning. Some of these Seen It, I've got like I picked up 3 Twilight ones years ago, and I've still got one of them, and I'm trying to sell it for like £3. I do like pickled onions. I love pickled onions, pickled walnuts, gherkins, pickled beetroot. My kids are crazy over pickled beetroot. Sandwich, get some bread, cheese, pickled beetroot, lash into salad cream. Lovely. Yeah, so I sold this Doctor Who scene at David Tennant on the Friday. It was only about £80. I've just sold a Game of Thrones Monopoly. It's got to go to Malta. £15. That's a bit of a pain to go to Malta. I hope they would have paid £10 postage hopefully on that. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, some of these games I've been sort of like obviously sourcing them over the year, and I had a quick look on Amazon because I don't do enough Amazon really, but some of this stuff, it's not a lot of difference between the Amazon and the eBay price, so I'll just chuck it on eBay for ease, really. But I've got a few bits. I've got a box I've got to get up to Amazon, so I might do that this afternoon. It'd be nice to get this 5 listed, because I feel like if I've done 5 here, I can then focus on doing something else. Right, the rugby top. Yeah, gherkin. I'm not that keen on those bigger sort of pickles you can get. Have you ever had a pickled egg? I tried a pickled egg first time ever. Probably, I don't know how many years ago it was. Probably only about 6 years ago. Because I thought, oh, that's weird. Because they had them in a massive jar in the chip shop. I thought I've never had a pickled egg, and it was all right. It was a weird, because I like boiled eggs and I like pickled stuff, but it was a kind of weird. It didn't seem quite right that I was eating this pickled egg, but it was okay. Yeah, Monopoly Empire. I'll sell the parts for that because a number of times I picked that up. But Empire, that's the one with all the company names, isn't it? And you get loads of people who don't have the pickled eggs. Yeah, but I sell the you can sell one of those tiles for like a couple of quid, and they go as a letter. So like only costs like 60p to send. Yeah, I mean I'd never turn down a pickled egg, but there's just it's I can't describe it. It's totally indescribable. It's nice though. It's like the texture is weird, and it's kind of like I wouldn't say plasticky, but it's got that kind of like and then you get that kind of slight tang of pickle, like a pickled onion. It's like that is pickled, and that's why you eat a pickled onion, because it's like, wow, this is like nice. This clear out your sinuses. But pickled egg, it's a subtle kind of pickling, if you know what I mean. But there you go. Right, rugby top, England rugby top. So I'm going to have a look at historical England rugby tops, see if I can get the year. I was going to get a drink actually, guys. I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes. All this talking I'm doing, I always get off pickled eggs every day. Right, back in a minute. the one thing I'm terrible for snacking on, kind of on a daily basis, is nuts. I've just had we've got a jar of like dry roasted peanuts, and we have one of cashews and one of pistachios and subtle pickling. Yeah, but I'll tip them out, and it's like, okay, well, while I'm holding the jar, like I'll have one, and then I'll grab another handful, and I'll like invariably drop stuff. So but I don't suppose that's about it. I suppose you have to watch the salt, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's have a look at this. Come on, Google. Oh, here we go. England's rugby union kits through the years, from The Guardian. So I've just Googled historical England rugby tops Nike, because it's a Nike top. Yeah, as long as you don't have too many and they're not covered in salt, I suppose you're all right. Better than biscuits. I used to just like do the whole thing where I'd either biscuits or like cheese crackers or whatever, but the number I would eat would be the number I can get kind of in my hand like that. And yeah, that wasn't too good. Okay, that's not it. No, that's not it. Okay. Still no joy finding the year. I think I might just start typing years in the search. So 2003, so it looks similar. See, if it's really old vintage, I don't want to chutney, but what about lime pickle? Lime pickle, now you're talking. I remember the first time I had that, I thought this is wrong. It felt like I was tasting one of those, like, you know, when you put your tongue on. I don't know if anyone would have done this. I did this when I was young. You get a square battery and you put your tongue on it, and you get out, because it's not good. I wouldn't recommend it. When I had lime pickle, it reminded me of that. It's like, oh, but yeah, I love lime pickle now. Here we go. oldrugbyshirts.com. This is let's make sure of this. Oh no, that's got perhaps I worry too much about all this sort of stuff, getting the right year. There's one exactly the same on PitClick, and it says it's a 2003 signed by Martin Johnson. So I'm going to say it's 2003, which is all right, because isn't that the year that England won the World Cup? So let's go for 2003. Yeah, well, you could. I think you used. Did I used to do that to actually see if there was charge in it? I mean, if you get one with full charge, you're done for. Don't do it with your car battery. That's all I'm saying. But I'm sure it's the sort of thing me and my brother used to do. Just like it's about do this, do this. I used to do stupid things like that. Okay, 2003 rugby. Let's get going. Look at this. An hour, 10 minutes, and I've listed 2 things, but let's go with this. Nice to chat rubbish though about batteries and chocolates and biscuits. So yeah, cheers for popping in. Oh, I just almost pulled my plug out there. Right, eBay completed on rugby 2003 shirt England. Oh, I'm hoping this might be 30 quid. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Buy it now, £15 from Ukraine. Okay. A lot of them are autographed. So there's a Martin Johnson autograph on them that went for £31. That seems cheap. It's very important work, you're quite right. It's very important to know what your favourite quality street is. It will form my opinion of your shell. And also I can keep all my purple quality street for you. And you can save all the fudge ones and we can do a swap. I really don't like it when I can't find something exactly the same on eBay. They're all close. Oh, there's one. Oh, £9.99. That's rubbish. Well, that is a kid's one. So hang on, this is an XL. There's another XL there. Someone sold it for 35, but it's a different sort. So all right, let's just go for this 35. Okay, 35. Then it'll go and sell for 32, and then I'll just be able to gauge the interest. So Let's get it on. That's the most important thing. Me faffing around all the time, it's never going to stand a chance if it's not actually on. Now, the guy who sold it who had the same shirt, put 2002 to 2004, but I think I might just put 2003 because I think that's much more likely to be in people's searches. 02 Home Rugby World Cup shirt. I'm not going to put World Cup because I don't know if they wore it at the World Cup. Long sleeve. I'll stick it under memorabilia as it is old rather than just rugby shirts. Yeah, not bad, Phoebe. Thanks for popping in. I've listed 2 things. Been chatting away about Quality Street and jellied eels and all sorts, pickled eggs. So I'm on my 3rd listing, and I'm listing mainly clothes today. Got 4 shirts that I'm listing, and yeah, just cracking on. So if you've got 5 things you want to join in, feel free. Or occasionally we will talk some nonsense. There's a tiny mark on it. Right. I had a tiny mark on the hem, this rugby shirt. You're never going to be able to see that. It's just there. So I did a photo of that. I might actually put 30. So I put 34.99 or 32.99. I'll put 34.99. See how we go. Yeah, and if it has a mark, I'll put very good condition, and rather than excellent, and just say small mark on hem. See photos. Yeah. Oh, I'm surrounded by stuff, but I am kind of enjoying this 5 a day. What I was saying is I might not do this every day, like a live stream. I might do it once a week, but I'm hoping maybe other people on other channels might, 11 o'clock want to do like List 5 live, and I'd go along with that or join the stream or whatever. But the reason I sort of want to do one a week is I'm doing sort of 10-minute vids on my channel anyway. And yesterday I did the live, and then I did my 10-minute daily, and I just think it was a bit of kind of overload, really. So I'm going to knock it back to once a week, I think. If people really want me to do a List 5 live, I will do. I'm happy to do it. That's true. There's nothing worse than a moaning clothes buyer on eBay. I had one, got a neutral off them probably about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years, and they said, it's had a smell. Now I keep my stuff in a big plastic box, and it's got those dry cleaning sheets kind of in the corner, so everything has a kind of generally dry cleaning sheet smell, which isn't like pungent, and the dry cleaning sheet is not like just in there, it's actually what is it in? It's in. I think it's in the dry cleaning box, so you just kind of get a hint. Anyway, she didn't like the smell, So she was like moaning about that, and I said, you know, it was clean, but she wasn't having it. So what can you do? I mean, I do not understand people who leave neutrals or negs without any communication. I mean, I don't touch wood. I don't get a lot of them. I had one neg, and then I talked to the person, and they changed it to a positive because, you know, basically sorted it out. And I got one neg, and they put the word bloody in their feedback, and I just got on eBay and said that was, even though it's like, you know, not a horrendous swear word by any means, but got them to remove it on the fact that it had abusive language. So that was handy. Right, that's the photos in for that. Just have a look at these item specific shirts. Adults, XL, game type, rugby union, leagues, national teams, England, UK teams. No, I'm going to put England in there. I mean, sometimes I think people might search in the wrong box, and it's so confusing. So, like, under this UK teams, you've got choices for like Saracens or Wasps or whatever. But if someone, you know, was searching and saw UK teams search box, they might stick England in there. So, modified item, nope. The one I normally leave blank is where it was made. I'll stick that in because that's obvious. Sri Lanka. And again, I've not used the template for this, so I'm just going to look up another listing of mine, which is a shirt. See, I've got 21 characters left. I put in England 2003-02 home rugby union long sleeve shirt, men's XL. I didn't want to put in World Cup because I'm not convinced I used it for the World Cup. Hello, Peter. How you doing? Oh, you just got back from the dentist. Well, I hope that went all right. Hasn't pulled all your teeth out, has he? $12.99 pair of joggers. Phoebe sold. Very nice. Okay, so I do like to try and use all the characters, but what could I put? I've got 21 characters left. I might just, I can't, normally I might put excellent condition, but it's not excellent condition. Nike, I haven't put Nike in. Nike. Collared long sleeve. 7 left. White. Let's put the colour in. Nike 02 home rugby union. White collared. Right, one character left. Let's put a space at the end. Sports. It's got rugby in there. Maybe sports. I'll go with what I've got. See how it goes. Not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not great on. I know there are sites you can go and get keywords for, or I don't know whether you can do it in Terapeak and all that sort of thing. But oh yes, the jumble sale, the infamous jumble sale. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I went to a jumble sale at the weekend in the morning, and Pete went in the afternoon. And some people in the queue were thinking they bring out other stuff for the afternoon, which seems a little bit strange to me. Haven't been there in the morning, but so Pete, if you bring out like a Hero Quest or an N64, I'll be like, well, that wasn't there in the morning. So we'll see. So Pete, I'm going to change these to, I think, once a week. I think it's too much to do it every day. I think you mentioned you were asking me the other day if I'm going to do them every single day, and I'm going to do them instead of my daily. So I think I'll probably aim to do these on a Monday, and so I won't do my 10-minute video clip, because like yesterday I had to do 2, and it was like, oh my god, what am I going to talk about? So I just did like a sales video. Okay, Shell, thanks for popping in. Thanks for all the talk on pickled eggs and everything. So nice to see you. Take care. $26. But yeah, Pete, I do like doing I'm obviously still list 5 a day, so I was thinking, if you've got other people to, if they wanted to do a list 5 live sometime in the morning, I'd still join in with that. But it would be a good video for someone else to do, I think. So if you fancy it, like one day a week. I got a hell of a lot of viewers yesterday, Pete. I was saying at the start, it's got a lot of viewers. It's my most views on the video for the live I did, which really, really surprised me. It never seemed like when it was live it was getting a lot of viewers, but when I looked at the metrics in like this yesterday evening, it hit the most views of like all my videos. So I was really surprised about that. Yeah, definitely. Very good advice. And the other thing, I don't want people getting sick of my videos. So see that I've uploaded I'm doing 1 a day. If I'm start doing two a day or whatever, that's be sick of the sight of me. Right, that hasn't got a shoulder seam, so I'm going to do neck to cuff. 31. Right, machine was for right, change. Yeah, I'm sticking this rugby top on for $34.99. I don't, going on what's on eBay at the moment, there's quite a lot of rugby tops can't find one exactly the same in this size, and they range from like 10, well, probably less than 10 quid up to 35. I put this one on that, and there's other ones that are signed. I'll try that at 35. I can well see I'll be reducing the price of that, but I would like to get over around the 30 mark for it, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, what have I done there? Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. I've just pressed one of my mouse side buttons and it's got rid of the screen I was listing on. So I'm hoping it's automatically saved it in drafts. Please, please, please. Okay, it's there. Has it got everything I had? Yes, okay. Sometimes it will automatically save at the it hasn't got the promotions in, so I'll stick that in. Small parcel. Yeah, have to be so careful. Sometimes I can press something on my keyboard and you suddenly realise that it will. Oh, it hasn't got all those words I put in. Oh God, what did I put in? I put in white, long sleeve. Collared. And Nike. Oh, Jesus. This is why you should save every 2 seconds when doing anything. Oh, that's weird. It changed it. What? It changed it in the description, but not in the title. It saved it in the description, but not in the title. Very strange that is. Okay, let's get that on. Yeah, I don't have any moderators. I suppose I suppose I should do, but when I get big time, Pete, like yourself, I'll set up some moderators. I might set you as one. I don't know. Got no idea. How often do I take photos? As and when. I don't have any set time for it. Yesterday I did my live listing. Let's get this. Here we go. And I was doing photos as I was doing the listing, and it wasn't that good really because I was going away from the keyboard and coming back, and it felt a bit weird because you never because this is trying to be focused on actual work and doing these 5 listings. You never know the balance of how much chat you should have, and the fact that I was going away and doing photos, I kind of had in my mind it's a bit boring if someone comes in halfway through it. Now, if you're on this and you're working, you probably don't mind that so much because it's just there in the background or whatever. But today I have done. I got up this morning, and the beauty of doing the YouTube, I was saying earlier, is the reason I'm doing it is really to focus me on work, and it's doing that because I got up this morning. I steamed like 3 shirts. These 3 shirts I'm doing. Took all the photos for them. So like 12 lots of photos for 5 items, and then I packed 3 things, and I had all that done by 11 o'clock. So, I'll have a look at that. So yeah, no, it's good to do a batch, but you don't want to sort of you want to make sure you actually complete the listing, because I can be guilty of that. I can draft a listing without photos and think, oh, I'll do that, and then it never gets finished. Or I can do photos and think, oh, well, I will get around to doing all the information for it and doing the research for that item and never get around to it. So it's just getting it done. That's the key. Right. After that rugby shirt, I'm doing this cricket shirt now. And again, I've got no idea on the year, so I'll have to have a quick little search. Brit Insurance. But yeah, it's definitely focusing my mind on getting the work done. Like yesterday, I listed 4 things on the whilst I was on the stream over 2 hours, and it is probably a long time for doing the listing. But Z was saying it the other day. If you hadn't have been on a stream, you probably wouldn't have listed. And the 5th item I was doing was a DVD player, and I kind of like just sort of drafted it up. But I made sure I got it complete last night because I didn't want to come on here and without it being done. Right, historic. Yeah, I might do, Pete. Yeah, I'll probably mention it. I might just sort of mention it in one of the vids. I don't know if it'll be like the main subject. It might be. Yeah, it might be a good idea. I don't have a plan of what I'm actually, even though I'm doing one video a day and it's only 10 minutes. I don't have any kind of idea what I'm going to talk about, and totally think of it on the hoof. So. But as you know, a lot of mine will just repeat on like, oh, I'm listing some stuff, I'm tidying up, or I'm packing some parcels. Is this Adidas? Oh, it's Adidas. Collar. It's funny how much time research actually takes, you know. This is why stuff gets put off. It's lovely getting those listings you've had before and you just know what it's all about and you can just bug them on. Like, you know, the sort of board games are so easy, I guess, stuff like that. It's trying to find out what year this cricket top is from. And nope. So disappointing when you go into eBay and look at comps and the prices are just like not very high. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll catch you later. I'm going to try for 20 quid for this. I think I'll be pushing it at 25. I could even be pushing it at 20, like the highest one. That's the highest cricket. I'll put in England cricket shirt, Brit Insurance, Adidas. I'll take out Brit Insurance. All right, now you're getting all sorts of autograph stuff. Yeah, pretty. Just for normal stuff, it goes down pretty quickly to around about 20 quid. So, it's I'm $22.99. Let's try that. What's the size? The size is a bit weird. You've got like UK 52/54. Chest size, I take it, that is. I'm surprised it hasn't got XL. It's got the US size as 2XL. I'm going to put both in. I'm going to put the measurements in anyway. So England, Adidas, white cricket shirt. Brit Insurance, I'll put Adidas twice. Okay. Short sleeve. ECB 52/54. ECB, that's English Cricket Board. I might take that and just put size. Size 52/54, 2XL. One character left. Right, so let's get rid of that. Excellent condition, of course. Get the photos in. Okay, from there to there. Country of manufacture. China. How are we doing for time? Okay, I'll finish the stream at 1 because I want to go and get some lunch. So I'm hoping I would have done all 5 items, but I'll have to get a bit of a move on. Men's sportswear, modified item, no. Okay. Active listings. I'm probably going to go very quiet now because I'm focused on getting all these 5 things listed. I'm on a mission. Okay, just got to do the measurements on this. I haven't got a year, but I'm going to get it on, and I might try and look up the year. I don't want it to hold me up getting the thing on. I mean, and if someone searches for it and sees it, they'll probably know the year. So, but yeah, I'll have a look maybe over lunch, try and find some reference. You can easily let things just hold you up, and you're much better off getting the thing on. Give it a chance. Centre back to him. I should really be doing this on a really flat table, but there we go. 30. No pits cuff, no cuff to neck. Okay, that's the fourth item. Check the photo. Oh no, my photos are sideways. That's not too clever. I've got 14 minutes to list a Furby. And I've got a feeling I might have drafted something up the other day. Maybe I haven't. I was saying yesterday, definitely on the main photo, try and make them square, because eBay default photo is always square. So if you have something like that, long and thin, it'll put it square and make it smaller, whereas you'll fill out more of your photo if it's based on a square. So, I mean, it's difficult to do sometimes, dependent on the item. But if I had something like that, my main photo would be, trying to fill a square frame. So yeah, it's a good thing to try and do. And you'll see it when if you do it and you bring stuff in, that and get focused in, rather than, you're better just getting more in and cutting a little bit off and having it kind of pow, than having something that, when you bring up the listing, looks really kind of like, what is that? So I've definitely started. My photos aren't great, but I've got some really old photos which are really grainy, and I struggle with certain light, certain coloured items, like black items, white items. I've started putting like more. I generally use a white background, but for stuff that is black or white, I will lay it on the floor, on a wooden floor, and I only use my phone to take photos, so I don't use anything flash. But I will, you can press your phone and it focuses in. If I'm photographing, say, a black top, I've got like a wooden hanger, and I'll always click it on the wooden hanger because it tends to do the color balance quite nicely. I could put Climalite in the title, but I'm not going to. I've got England Adidas cricket shirt, white. I could take out white, but if I take that out, I still can't fit in Climalite. I've got British Insurance, so that could come out. It's a sponsorship, but someone might look for that. Know that it's a shirt that had British Insurance on it, short sleeve, size 52/54 2XL. I'll leave it how it is. It's probably got as much chance as anything. Okay, I didn't put the colour in the specifics. I typed it in but didn't add it, so just I've done that. And that is listed. So that's 4 out of 5, getting there. Yeah, so last item is this freaky thing. It's a Furby with legs. So like it'll come after you. It's a vintage one from, well, it's not vintage, 2005, an old one. It's pretty mucky. Like I say, it's been hanging around and just want to give it a chance, really. I'm really hoping I've got a draft for this. I know I was looking it up the other day. There we go. Hasbro Furby Baby 59961, pink and white, 2005, purple eyes, electronic talking pet. I've even put the price in, $10.99. I can just put my photos in, have a quick check, and I've done my 5 items. You'll all be glad to know. Get rid of me and get some decent work done. Tested and working somewhere to the edge of beak. So I have done photos of that. Look at these photos, they look a lot better than it does in real life, so I might have to give it a bit of a clean. I think because I've had the lights on it, it's made it really kind of like look really light, and when I look at it now, it just looks really grubby. So I might just give it a bit of a surface clean. I don't really want to waste too much time on it. So, made in China. Has to be for $10.99. Yeah, done. Get it on. Right, I'm done. That's my 5 listed. I've got 5 ready for tomorrow. But like I say, I'm not gonna go live. I'll probably do these once every Monday. But if anybody else is doing a listing stream tomorrow, whether it be a 5 live or something else, this will be what I will do. If no one's doing anything, I'll list these anyway. So I will show you those because I've got these ready. So yeah, this is all about like just having a good start to the day and getting yourself set up really. So I hope it is useful to anyone who's watching. Anyway, tomorrow's little lot is a pair of shoes which need a clean because they got scuff marks there. Software, they're Clark's brogues. Got a Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring on cassette, worth next to nothing. And in actual fact, when I first played these, the tape was sticking. It had got some sticky in there, and I had to spend ages with like a cotton bud and some water just getting rid of this, so it went round. I was thinking, should test. Each one had some sticky on. I don't know whether it was just age, but I freed them all up, and then I thought, do I test every single one by listening to all of the Lord of the Rings? I don't mind Lord of the Rings, but like listen to it on audio. So no, I didn't. I checked the first couple. So I'm sure that'll be fine, but it's only worth about 10 quid, so I'll be worth it anyway. There's a pair of Kurt Geiger kind of trainers, which I meant to put on about a week ago and never got around to it. It's got a little bit of wear, but it's got in the box. So there, go on. That's number 3. Number 4. Number 4 is I listed another version of this yesterday. So it's another SpongeBob Monopoly. I have only got 2. That is all I've got. And my 5th item for tomorrow is going to be this electronics item, which is a Panasonic DVD HDD. So I picked up a load of I picked up three Panasonic units about a week ago. So there's a video if you want to check that out. And then I picked up another Samsung one. I listed the Samsung. It was only DVD player, but I listed that yesterday. So I'm going to do that Panasonic tomorrow, and then where are we? It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Wednesday I will do another one, and then Thursday I'll do another one, and get them done this week. If I hadn't have done that, they would have been hanging around. So what I'm trying to do with this 5 is to really do stuff I don't want to do, because 5 isn't a lot of items to do. So I may as well focus on old stuff that's been hanging around, or awkward stuff I'm not too sure about. I've got a Sylvanian Families Regency Hotel, which I said I was going to do a while back and haven't done that, and kind of dreading that. So I'll definitely be picking that soon to list. But anyway, I'm going to head off now and grab a bit of lunch. I do hope that's been useful. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of the chat, and I hope it's helped you get 5 things listed. But I'll be on next Monday and do another one. If anybody wants to do a list 5 live on their channel, just drop me a message and I'll pop into that and list along with you. But for now, take care, and I'll see you soon.